powerful ways to apply formatting to help you analyze your data. Let's look at how you can apply some custom conditional formatting rules to help you analyze and visualize your data. I have a product sales workbook with sales data for specific products for a 3-year period. I'm going to start by selecting all of the data from B4 down to D10. Now, on the Home tab of the ribbon, in the Styles group, I'm going to click Conditional Formatting. You can see that all 5 formatting options have arrows to show you there are more choices available for each of them. I'm going to start with Highlight Cells rules. I want Excel to highlight all of the cells that are below a specific value, so I'm going to click Less Than. I want to flag products that are below $1 million in sales, so I'm going to type in the value, $1 million. And I'm happy to use the default format light red fill with dark red text, and I'll click OK. Now I can see which products have not been selling very well. I'm going to apply some more conditional formats. I've got my data selected, and then on the Home tab of the ribbon, in the Styles group, I'm going to click Conditional Formatting. This time, I want to highlight the top selling products. I'm going to point to top bottom rules and then click top 10 items. And here, I want you to see that you're not just limited to 10. This is simply a starting number. I want just the top 3 items, and I want to fill these with green fill with dark green text. Now I'm going to click OK, and then I'll click away to clear that selection. I can also format labels as well as numbers. So I'm going to select all of my product labels from A4 down to A10, and then on the Home tab of the ribbon in the Styles group, I'm going to click Conditional Formatting, point to Highlight Cells Rules, and then click Text that Contains. I want to call out products that are in the HYS product group, so I'm going to type in HYS, and I'm going to, in this drop-down arrow, choose Yellow Fill with dark yellow text, and then I'll click OK, and let's take a look at the result. Now, let's take a look at some other conditional formatting options. I'll make sure that my data is selected, and on the Home tab of the ribbon in the Styles group, I'm going to click Conditional Formatting. I'll point to data bars, and then as I hover over each of the different color options, you can see a preview of what this is going to look like in the spreadsheet. Now let's take a look at color scales options. Again, I'm going to hover the mouse pointer over the different options, and that'll give me a preview of what these will look like. Now let's take a look at icon sets. Icon sets give you some directional arrows. I've got an option of different shapes I could use, indicators or ratings, and I'm going to go into the Shapes group, and I'm going to choose the unrimmed traffic lights. And then when I click away to clear that selection, I can see that the top third of the values have a green light, the lowest third are in red, and the middle third are in yellow. Sometimes these built-in conditional formatting options might not give you exactly what you need, or you might want to change the format that you've selected. I want to edit some of the formatting that I've applied so far, so I'm going to select my numeric data, and back on the Home tab of the ribbon in the Styles group, I'm going to click Conditional Formatting. This time, I'm going to go to the bottom and click Manage Rules. In the Conditional Formatting Rules Manager, I can see each of the conditional format rules that I've applied so far to this current selection. I want to customize the icons, so I'm going to click the Icon Set rule to select it. Now I can see that I have the option to edit this rule or delete it. I'm going to click Edit. Now you begin to see all of the conditional formatting options available to you. I'm going to click the icon style drop-down, and I want to change to this check mark with 3 symbols icon set. Now I also want to adjust the default values. So for me, anything that is over 50% is good, but I want to start monitoring under 50. So I'm going to change this 67 to a 50. And now I also want to monitor anything that is lower than 25. So I'm going to change the 33 to a 25. Now I'm going to get a yellow exclamation mark with any numbers between 25 and 50%, and anything below 25% of the values will have a red X. I'm going to click OK and OK once more to view this in my spreadsheet. If none of the preset conditional formats show your data the way that you want, you're going to need to create a new rule. I've still got my data selected, and up on the ribbon in the Styles group, I'm going to click Conditional Formatting. This time, I'm going to click New Rule. Now at the top part of the dialog box, I've got to start with one of these preset values. So I'm going to choose Format Only Top and Bottom Ranked Values. I want a rule that's going to make the top value bold and italics. So I'm going to change this top value from 10 to 1. And then I'm going to click the Format button. And in the Format Cells dialog box, I'm going to click the Font Style Bold Italic. And in the color, I'm going to click Automatic and then click Black to make sure that I've got a black font. And then I'll click OK. And I'm going to click OK in the new Formatting Rule dialog box to apply this rule. And in my spreadsheet, I can see that the highest value is now bold and italic and black. You've now seen how to apply custom conditional formatting in Excel 2016.